Eyes on the globe. Now the eyes of England turn to Egypt, where Lord Rainsby, archaeologist, explorer extraordinaire, has just returned, bringing with him rare and wonderful artifacts. He narrowly escaped death in the northern city of Nandao when a group of fanatics attacked his expedition. The Sefti temple of Kuta Atim was the focus of Lord Rainsby's dig. Natives allege that the temple was protected by the mummy of Ahmed Ra, the mummy of which, along with other artifacts, Lord Rainsby removed from the buried temple. Taking it as an insult to their sacred deity, the Sefti attacked. Yet these followers of the Sefti cult were no match for our brave men-at-arms. Let's give a hearty hurrah for Major Remington and his Northumberland rifles. That's it, boys. Give these savages a taste of English steel. Despite the spot of bother that laid waste to Nandao, this northern Egyptian ruin has great expectations, as Lord Rainsby plans to build the Middle East's greatest resort, the Grand Turk Hotel, there. With eyes on the globe, I'm Barrett Lancaster. Eyes on the globe. Tragedy has struck the shores of Britain. The body of Lord Rainsby was found in his garden early this morning by staff. Celebrated earlier in the week on his discoveries on the Dark Continent and the golden prospects of his forthcoming resort in Nandao, northern Egypt, this tragedy has yet to be accredited to either murder or misadventure. Could it be that one of the Pharaoh's ancient curses has followed Rainsby across the ocean to this corner of Christendom to exact a toll of Lord Rainsby's desecration of the sacred tombs? Chief Inspector Taslock says, possibly. It's up to you, honoured guest, to solve the case of the walking mummy. With eyes on the globe, I'm Barrett Lancaster. The killer was, of course, Montague Nuff. He was a priest of the Sefti cult, as revealed by the oracle evidence. He had hired on the dig in effort to protect the temple and the mummy of Ahmed Ra. Failing this, he had led an uprising and was wounded. He vowed he would avenge the desecration of the temple by killing the man responsible, Lord Rainsby. Gaining Lord Rainsby's trust by posing as an antiquities dealer, Montague, by his own admission, was a chemist and would no doubt have known the detrimental effects of nicotine on an already diseased heart. Montague also stated that he daily had tea with Lord Rainsby, giving him ample opportunity to administer the drug, as well as feed his lordship's fears and suspicions about the mummy's curse, as was testified to by Roscoe Hatchett. The meeting with Captain Fields was fortuitous. For Montague's plan to work, he needed an accomplice. Montague mentioned he had dealings with Captain Fields in the past. Captain Fields had in fact been supplying arms to the Sefti all along. Though nothing was ever proved, Major Remington did have his suspicions. Hence, he invited Fields to the manor in order to effect a confession from Fields. It was all too easy for Montague to blackmail Fields into being an accessory to murder. With the demand note, Fields was trapped. He tried to back out by writing a note to Montague Nuff and leaving it in the piano, a note that Montague never received. In order for the plan to work, it was vital to steal the mummy of Ahmed Ra to add credence to his vengeful resurrection. In the process, Captain Fields injured his hand, accounting for the drops of blood Taslock found later. Captain Fields well knew the dangers of septicemia from his time abroad. An open wound and an ancient corpse could spell death for him. Hence, he solicited Dr. Preston's medical attention, which both Dr. Preston and Lefume testified. But the job was only half done. Captain Fields burned the mummy in order to conceal the evidence of the theft. Recall that Dr. Preston said Captain Fields smelled of wood smoke. He then ran off to meet Montague Nuff for the final chapter. Crossing the garden, he was observed by Coco Lemon. He dropped Montague's note, which Coco picked up and placed in a book to read later, but was distracted by Montague, who invited her to billiards, securing an alibi for himself, with Major Remington and Coco Lemon as his witnesses. He feigned making a call, with only just enough time to meet Captain Fields and dress him in his mummy costume in order to complete his nefarious plan. He had already written a note to lure Lord Rainsby into the garden, and there the clever murder was committed. Oh dear, oh! The deadly combination of existing heart disease, nicotine, and the sudden shock ultimately took their toll on Rainsbay. Montange, you are a scoundrel.